right?
I know enough lore to be dangerous.
Yeah.
I'm pretty interested in the Tyranids. I would like to see these first. So
Yeah, let's start with the Tyranids then. Obviously, the major centerpiece says we can hop over and see someone fiddling with the articulating jaws on the the Devourer over here. All of these Tyranid ships are outfitted with the shield-penetrating Gauss and missiles, as in good Tyranid fashion, they will not care about your shields. With two of them being ramming ships with articulating jaws with afterburners for maximum damage. The Devourer here is a design of my own, with the Razor Fiend being basically a copy of it with just two Hydras as its armament.
the
Uh,
sniper of the bunch.
yeah, supported by some SRM drones, and then finally the centerpiece being that big hive ship. Credit to, I believe it's Sanguine, who was the original workshop author of it. I took that shape, added the jaws and all the good StarCore bits to make it functional. Looks like Demon Fox team leader is going to be in control of that one, leading actually a bunch of the newer folks to StarCore are going to be flying the Tyranid ships.
Yeah, looks like
That
some
sounds
people
like
have
a
yet
good
to
idea.
transfer the whole ship to themselves.
Giving the fixed weapon
Circle
ships
on
pretty
to
new
Red
guns.
Spawn, we can look at Chaos.
Ah, yes. Or Red Spawn got ships from every god.
So going right to left, we start with Slanesh, equipped with two major fixed weapons with the Hunter and the Ares. More long range support and also lighter than the others for a little bit more speed with those afterburners. And then we've got the Death Guard Devastation class Nurgle ship with some close range railguns and SRMs acting as the launch tubes until we get some proper drones from StarCore. Then following up with my personal favorite that I've worked on here, the Thousand Suns Emasculator with the fun railing jank providing those floating pyramids.
Ah, that does look really cool.
Equipped with primarily medium to long range weapons with the railguns and Mammons, followed by the World Eaters Carnage class dedicated to Khorne here with lots of bones and skulls and blood. All the close range Daka you could want to get in someone's face and deal damage at the expense of armor and shields.
You forgot the dead engineers.
Ah, shoot. I knew I forgot something on this build.
It's fine. We'll just have to make some.
credit goes credit goes to Octomoose for the original shape. Obviously, these are heavily modified to be dedicated to those gods. Obviously, it's got the weapon core classic loadouts going on, but Octomoose is the original creator of the workshop Chaos Cruiser kit bash.
All right.
We can circle on to the Imperial Guard, or the Imperial Navy rather, down there in Gold Spawn, as we've got Solar Macarius with his original 40k build on the left. The Eden's Guardian that he's actually flown in a few of our skirmishes before. It's a really well built ship, probably better than most of the other meme stuff that I have here. I know Big Ol' Bear on the Orcs has some actual StarCore builds as well. Looks like it's equipped with a variety of weapons here. Some good shield and kinetic damage at close range with those lasers and slingers.
Very well balanced build.
And then we've got the big centerpiece of the, I believe it's the Armageddon class capital ship that Nate is building there. It's going to be a big boy consuming most of their mass and points on the Imperial side with just a wide variety of weapons, especially featuring those new Thanatos macro cannon batteries that Wiseman's Assault Pack has afforded us. which is kind of the inspiration for us holding this whole exhibition match. And then on the other side, looks like we're going to have Tiberius flying in the Dauntless with primarily just macro cannons and Gladius.
That's all you need.
That's all you need. This ship is actually asymmetrical in order to have all guns on target. You'll see the other side has fake Thanatos.
I was wondering, it's like, hey, is my LODs just really low? No.
It's also got a fake Gladius on the other side. I'm really proud of that one.
I didn't even notice that's how good of a mockery it was.
Yeah, I mean, that way, at the very least, you can always have your guns on target and not be wasting points on guns that aren't pointed that way. It's also only half armored as well. Only the right side has all of its heavy armor. So that does it for Imperials, and then we can circle down to Orcs provided by Bigglebear. I also forgot to mention, I believe most of those sprues are Octomoose as well over there on Imperium. I believe the Eden from Solar Macarius is the only original one, in its entirety at least. And we've got Biggold here with the Orc ships. Biggold, if you want to, if you're watching, post in chat who you wanted to credit with the help for making these Orc ships for us. I know he wanted to credit someone as well for the designs of these.
They are pretty
These are
impressive.
just covered in guns. All the DACA.
I'm seeing a lot of covered areas using the blast door method where you pinch them together, but I'm convinced that's causing them to misfire and do all sorts of jank. But they look very orky.
Very orky. I love the WA sign, especially.
Well, that's how you know it's the capital ship.
Yeah, that's how you know. That's how I know who's in charge. The one who's got the biggest banner.
Yep. I'm not seeing many banners on these other ships, so this has to be the biggest boy in charge.
Absolutely. And I expect from all of these four factions, we're going to see no shortage of ramming. It's very in character.
Alrighty. This should be one hell of a fight. I strongly agree. Damage is now on. Damage is on. Starting in 10. Here we go.
Oh, I'm getting frames. All right.
Yeah. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Go! Begin!
Let's go.
Did you already set up the match and everything?
Me?
Yep.
No.
Of course. Oh, whatever. We'll see what happens.
I'm too busy trying to add in 2 extra spawns.
Well, it's a good thing we saved.
Yeah, there we go.
We can have a tick 2 if the Imperium loses. I mean, if anything weird happens.
Exactly.
So the capture zone may or may not function properly. That's fine. I don't believe it supports more than 2, though. Okay, so
Probably not.
the Orcs taking on the Nids. First and foremost.
All right, that should be a good one. And it looks like Chaos is gunning for the center as well as the Imperium.
Look out, Tyranids, you're being targeted.
Oh no, the Tyranids are getting ganged up on. That Chaos fleet's going straight for them too. Oh, come on, guys. We told you to gang up on the other one.
Specifically said the other faction.
Told you specifically to gang up on the Imperium. Come on.
Let's see, who's in control of these drones?
Well, that'd be me. I just need to hit run.
That'd be a good idea. Like, sooner than later, one of them just got popped.
And run.
Excellent.
Oh boy, it's caught an exception.
Well,
Amazing.
those ones are there as a joke. How much battle points were they?
They're each about 800, so that's not that much.
Yeah, whatever, it's fine. Seems Demon Fox, flying the flagship of the Tyranids, is charging for center, attempting to get away from the two teams chasing them.
My computer's not powerful enough for this fight. My footage is gonna be garbage. I'm gonna use yours.
Alright.
If I turn off OBS, maybe things will clean up.
Imagine not ramming right now.
Imagine. Come on, Tyranids, what's up?
I don't know, they're getting chewed apart pretty good.
Nobody likes the Tyranids.
Everyone wants the Tyranids dead. Holy shit, they're just handing this victory to the Imperials. Come on, people.
Yep. Seems both Chaos and the Orcs have decided the Tyranids need to go. It's been 2.5 hot minutes since I've seen a multi-way faction fight. The Orcs
This should be...
being shot at by Chaos, shooting at the Tyranids, who are shooting at the Imperials.
Do you want to actually switch Shift J over to the ship names here?
Ah, yes, that'd be a good idea. I like how they...
good names, Orc 1 and Orc 2.
That's fine. That's appropriate. Oh, it looks like the Flash Gitz has rammed the Tyranid hive ship. Normally that'd be a pretty poor decision, but
Yeah, wait, that's backwards.
or maybe forwards, who knows?
Oh, and then they're getting out of there. The Tyranid hive ship turned around, they're coming.
The Orcs are trying to track to the Tyranids.
That hive ship has an array of nine focus beams, so it can either drop shields or it can tractor you in for a bite.
It might be a good time to use those tractor beams.
Swing and a miss.
No, not quite. Would have been off shields anyway.
How are the articulated jaw ones doing?
The Tyranids are...
Well, the hive chip is alive, but it's having trouble catching anything because it didn't go for any of the big boys.
Yeah, the Razor Fiend doesn't have jaws. The other Razor Fiend also doesn't have jaws. Do we have...
You're looking for the,
Devourer.
I believe it's the Devourer, yeah.
I see one up in the wings. Missing
the
a
Devourer's
few
hanging
bits.
back. He's waiting,
Yeah, he's hungry.
taking some damage, but he's waiting for that opportunity to pounce.
He's waiting for the Imperial Navy cruiser to drop shields.
Hell yes.
Godspeed. Or whatever the Tyranids believe in. Not sure if they believe. The World Eater Carnage-class cruiser hanging back pretty far.
Wearing up against a an Orc ship there. All guns on target. All of the Chaos ships have to point down a little bit in order to get that full deck of guns shooting. Because of the way the prow is oriented.
Oh, looks like the Chaos ship has lost shields.
Yep, it looks like the Nurgle and Slanesh ships are teaming up against an Orc over on the bottom there.
The Hive ship has taken heavy damage, and the Flash Gitz goes for a full broadside ram directly into its belly. Digging in. Not the fastest ram in the world.
It
Sharon
is
open up
mostly
on the
light
Razor
armor.
Fiend. Oh, the Razor
It is
Fiend
mostly
has...
light armor in that squishy underbelly too.
The Razor Fiend has rammed the Hive ship.
A little friendly flying that you'd think is a hive mind that they wouldn't encounter those problems.
It's fine. This was a planned action. Looks like the Razor Fiend is opening up on the Imperial Navy cruiser. The Hydra
Big
straight to
boy's
the shields.
are going down. They're red.
It's gonna start hurting. Looks like the Devourer is being emasculated.
Yep. So far, it looks like the Imperials are still the easily far and away winners on the BP race because they started higher, and they're still above that. Come on, people.
Nope, the Orcs are fighting everybody.
Orcs obviously just fighting whoever.
Surprised they're not shooting at each other at this point. We need the Orc sub-factions.
With the thought they would.
Oh, Thousand Suns Emasculator running into a shield. That's fine. It's a planned maneuver as the Death Guard Devastation class takes a large volley of arrows from the Orc 1.
Oh! That's gonna be some big chunks out of that ship.
Yeah, it's not feeling too hot, but they did catch it on the Buster Block armor. Trading spaces now.
Come on, I want to see all these ships move this fight into the center. Take on that Imperial cruiser. Its shields haven't even gone down. It looks like the Carnage class is moving back to... Khorne's coming back to help the other Chaos. All four of them looks like they're going to be coordinated on the orcs there. The Devourer's coming in, jaws open.
Nope, that didn't work.
It's still got its shields up.
No, the Tyranid really wants it. It's hungry. Is its main
Come on.
thruster down? It's losing shields. Now's not the time. Might not matter as the Devastation class gets blasted apart by yet more arrows.
Oh.
Some of the Tyranid team backing up out of the zone. I guess I'm just gonna have to switch the teams depending on who's actually in the zone. Currently appears to be...
The Imperium is the only one in the zone. Chaos and Orcs are gonna have to move in there and fight them for it.
Imperium is occupied.
The Hive ship is coming back to help out. It has left the zone to do so. Being chased by one of the Imperium as the other two sit back and watch.
The Imperium have decided to take the high ground as usual. The plot armor in this case seeming to be that every other faction wanted to kill each other more.
Isn't that how the lore goes, though? Really, if people actually got their shit together and teamed up, Imperium would be no chance.
Something like that.
This is the only way they survive.
Eden's Guardian helping the Tyranid Hive ship along in a tail chase ram.
Oh, we've got the Devourer with a bite on an Orc ship there. I see it.
Oh, yeah, the Devourer is currently trying to devour Orc 1 as the Hive ship attempts to help out, but they're being rammed out of dodge. Goodbye. Devourer firmly latched onto the Orc 1. It's chewing.
It's trying.
Oh, point blank. Somnus fire directly through the Orc 1. It's gonna be pretty devastating. Can't do much about that as it just chews that ship apart. That's working out really well.
So good.
Did not expect it. Oh, looks like the Devourer just ran out of steam, does not have the ability to catch the Orc 1. As it appears...
Thruster is still online. Those jaws are technically still intact.
Orcs are now attempting to contest the zone. I've swapped it to be Orc versus Imperium.
Okay. Yep, Chaos is in here too. We've got all factions in the zone finally.
All factions are in the zone. Lots of arrows streaking straight for the Dauntless. Most of them land.
Oh,
Is he okay?
it's mostly intact.
Looks like some of those were either duds or just barely missed. I believe those are all Orc weapons.
I
Well
believe
known for
the
being
Orcs were
unreliable.
the only ones who brought plutonium to this fight.
Plutonium being very hard for the Tyranids to get a hold of. The Carnage class cruiser from the World Eaters. Going toe to toe with the Flash Kits. With the Orc ships.
It looks like we've got the Hive ship going in for the Eden's Guardian. Unfortunately, both shields are up. I'm loving the thunderous sounds coming out of these Imperium ships, Thanatos.
I need to turn my game up a bit. That orc ship is directly in the line of fire. The heavy broadside.
Oh, and it's also taken the Hive ship's bioacid, quote-unquote, with our Hydra.
Seems this just might be the orc flagship. Looks like the Imperium have occupied, so I have to switch it to... Let's see, what is the... It's CSM. Imperium trying to keep their toehold. It just might be forced out.
Looks like Tzeentch has fortified up in the center there. With Slaanesh, the Emperor's Children, boosting away, trying to get a better position for those fixed guns.
Let's take a look at the board. We have no
Orcs
ships
are
off the card, but the Tyranids are at the lowest out of all factions for mass and BP.
It looks like the Orcs are putting good, effective focus fire into the Dauntless, and the Thousand Suns are nearby to put some fire into it too.
Random bits and pieces flying off. Seems the Imperium have occupied.
I was wondering where they were at. It looks like the Khorne World Eaters were just out there doing something. They're finally coming back in.
I do really need to stay on top of who is in the zone and who is not.
Yeah, it looks like just Chaos and the Imperium are in the zone now. Looks like Orcs are in there as well. Maybe.
Yep.
Nope, one of them
Orcs
just flew out.
have the toehold. Nope. Looks like we're back to CSM.
Just Chaos and Imperials in the zone. As it looks like Tyranids are...
Whoa! Beautiful ram from a Chaos ship directly into the Imperial Dauntless.
Oh, yeah. That ship cannot be doing well at this point.
Seems they are doing well on keeping their armored side facing the enemy.
Oh, that Karen from the Orcs. Charon? Charon? I will never pronounce it correctly.
I don't think the Orcs would either.
That rapid fire Gauss pulling out a ton of Daka as it gets rammed by the Thousand Suns.
Just rams coming in from every direction at this point. Oh, that Orc ship is looking much worse for the wear.
Shields are down. They're taking the most direct approach to dealing damage to their enemies. Oh, you can see the Death Guard ship limping back in against that Imperial cruiser. It's just gotta put it down now. It's torn apart from those nukes.
Whoa! And back goes the Death Guard.
I can't
Bouncing
imagine they
straight
had very
off.
much thrust, so...
Nope. Alright, Orc have now reoccupied.
Big holes in the Hive ship as it comes back in looking for a ram on that Dauntless.
It's hungry. Didn't give it its fill. That or its stomach was ripped out.
Its stomach was ripped out.
Yes, it just... it is missing a stomach. That's fine.
Oh, that Dauntless is thrusting up. Oh no! Oh no!
Brave. However, foolish. Spearing straight through with one of the tusks on the front.
And the jaw closes.
Oh no. The Dauntless is just small enough to avoid being crushed repeatedly.
He just needs to spin. Demon Fox just needs to spin with that Tyranid hive ship. Oh,
Yeah.
it's getting away.
No, it got away. It has been forced successfully out of the zone after taking significant damage to its main weapon battery.
That was such a good ram.
Nope, that was the fake out ones. It was a trick.
Alright, looks like it's Chaos Orcs and the Imperium in the zone now. Primarily Chaos and that Imperial cruiser with its fortified shields.
Speaking of chaos, here comes the Death Guard.
That Geller shield might have to fail pretty soon. Some demons might have to slip aboard that cruiser and take it down so everyone can have a go.
It does appear that the Geller fields are failing. Yep, they're collapsing.
Oh, look at that. There they go.
Let me just
Your
roll
dust is
a
moving.
let me just roll a d20. How brave are you?
It's like a little fight going on the side as the Eden's Guardian looks nearly immobile, being picked apart by 3 Chaos ships as they want it dead.
Imperial Navy cruiser, looking like it wants a piece of everybody. The Razor Fiend, breaking character, looking like it wants a ram because its center guns have been entirely removed. Imperial Navy,
yeah.
ramming
That's
right
a
into an orc. The orc has shields. They both have shields. Void shields are working just fine. Wait, don't if you touch 2 void shields together, doesn't that make explosions occur?
I'm pretty sure, you know.
Yeah. Maybe we need to add a few modifications.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, it just
Some
creates
big thundering guns coming off of that cruiser, though.
the
Love those
cruiser,
Thanatos.
the heaviest ship on the field, I believe. At least the heaviest ship left, and the most undamaged. It seems Chaos is convalescing around the Eden's Guardian. They're trying to pick ships off out from under the Imperium. It wants exactly none of that. Getting out of there at top speed. Its shields are collapsing. An orc ship rams the Imperial cruiser for good measure. Arrows impacting.
Meanwhile, it looks like the Dauntless has become more or less embedded with the Tyranid Devourer, as we must have missed a very good ram.
What is occurring over here? Yeah. The Devourer is being devoured by the Dauntless. That seems fine. So we'll come back to check on them in a bit. Let that one cook.
It looks like Chaos and Orcs have finally gotten the memo, and they're all going after that big centerpiece cruiser.
Say that, but most of Chaos fire seems to be still on the Eden's Guardian. It's a good choice, keeping the pressure up on a damaged ship. Knock it off the board. Quick rundown. Imperium's in the lead. Orc just behind. Chaos. And Tyranids are last place.
Yeah, the Tyranids got focused by the Orcs and the and Chaos right off the bat, which, while they were probably the easiest pickings, being most of the newer players to StarCore, and I made them lore accurate, making only their carapace heavy armor. The Imperium was definitely the team to beat, and I think it was a mistake not immediately going for them first.
Seems they are attempting to resolve this mistake. Chaos rounding the wagons. Battleships? Battle cruisers?
Pretty sure, while it's named Imperial Cruiser, that's meant to be an Armageddon battleship.
We have a report in chat. I've latched onto Tiberius. I'm making it as hard as I can for him to fly. Report right from the front of the Tyranids.
Incredible. Oh, yeah, there they are down there. Still fused together. Spinning wildly.
That particular ship has been removed from action for the Imperials just when they needed it most. They only have 3 ships. Tiberius retaliating in chat. Get off.
The cruiser's shields are down. It is taking nukes from the orcs.
It's about
As
to
the
take an
orcs have
orc as
given it
well.
a good ram.
What's more effective? Nukes or orcs? And with that orc in full integrity mode, taking increased damage, but also not taking any ramming damage. Oh, here comes the flash kits. They're gonna get a 2-sided ram that's right into the engine bay of the cruiser.
They are escorting it out of the zone. They have become its new thrusters.
You are being evicted. I'm gonna turn off some of the HUD names here, just so we can get a better view. The orc ship's not willing to let this go. The main thrusters burning into the orcs.
That big lumbering ship is going to have a hard time getting its broadside turned onto those guys. But it's still got plenty enough targets for all of its guns to be firing off. It looks like Chaos is still trying to finish off Eden's Guardian.
Lots of arrows impacting the Navy cruiser. Its shield's holding just barely as an orc comes in for a beautiful ram. Not quite right. That hive ship is still going. Somehow.
Still technically alive. It's
Oh.
big enough, it's got a lot of internal thrust, but it also has been cored out, so who knows how much of it is intact.
Just as the Imperial cruiser's shields go down, it seems Tiberius in the Dauntless has managed to shake off the Devourer.
And he's coming back, he's helping.
He's doing his best. Not a lot of thrust left. A decent amount of thrust, actually. Spoke too soon. Not a lot of main thrust left. Not at all. Eden's Guardian surrounded by Chaos ships as they attempt to beat it into submission. We saw a Gauss round fly sideways.
That's fun.
Yeah, the warp does mysterious things.
That Eden's Guardian has taken the entire Chaos team for most of this match. Like I said, it's a legitimate build that Solar Mercurius has put a lot of work into for actual matches, not just a showpiece like this one. So it's living through a lot and returning fire still.
Seems we got another beautiful 2-sided ram that I almost missed on the Imperial cruiser again. Pincering the engine bay. Doing everything they can to prevent it from fortifying and holding the zone.
Oh, that integrity ram is just chewing into him.
Not gonna be much left as the hive ship comes to help.
Oh, just a miss, but it might hit that orc. Oh, no, not quite.
It's hungry.
It's hungry. It's still coming. It can't turn around quickly, but it's hungry.
It's still coming. Flash gets spinning. It's a good trick.
It looks like Imperium are capping, despite the orcs in, if you want to add the orcs. Actually, Chaos looks like they are in the zone now, finally.
I'll switch
Still
it
chasing
to
down Eden's Guardian.
Chaos versus Imperium. As the Flash gets attempts to ensure the Imperial cruiser stays out of the zone. Chaos
Oh,
also
and
helping out. The Tyranid's also helping out.
Oh,
They finally might make
ram.
it. The Imperial cruiser goes for a spin just in time as a bunch of arrows slam into an open area of the armor and has taken off a huge chunk of one of the hive ship's pincers.
Oh, the arm of that hive ship, and it's still got hydras for that bioacid working too. Just digs into its side.
Apparently, somebody managed to sever the hive mind to one of the Tyranid players, and they have been crashed from the game.
Oh no.
It was the one that was on Tiberius, as we go for another twin-sided ram and a little bit of friendly flying, which has broken the flash kits almost in half over top of the Imperial cruiser. The other orc ship has successfully embedded ass first into the top of the cruiser. I have not seen anything like this.
My game is not liking what is going on there.
Imagine that is the case for most players now.
As the orc ships have integrated
the Hive Mind ship
themselves.
is dead.
It's finally gone red. They finally have killed the hive ship.
The hive ship finally silenced. Perhaps it would be a good idea to track around the arena, find dead ships, and cut them out.
Yep, I will. I'm cutting out this Razor Fiend that's very dead. I will probably cut out the Death Guard. Looks like they're still technically in it. They've got guns. They're drifting into the zone.
The Dauntless doesn't have a lot left. We're coming into the twilight of the match, last 2 minutes before a warp storm occurs. The flash kit's still embedded inside of the cruiser, doing its very best as it takes heavy fire from another ship. Who is it? The Eden's Guardian! It's still going!
Still here!
Maybe they really do have the plot armor. The Imperium's still winning the battle point race.
Looks like the Tyranids have been properly ejected from the fight.
Imperium.
I will delete,
Also down.
I
Yeah.
will delete all but the hive ship, which can remain adrift.
Gold armor OP. It's true.
Spartan is back. Chris is dead.
Emasculator taking
Well, there's some
a lot of
gold
arrow
armor
fire.
there on the Chaos team too, so we'll have to see whose gold armor is better.
That's probably why they're still going. The Death Guard Devastation class has been well and truly evicted from the match.
As it looks like the Thousand Sons and World Eaters have teamed up on that cruiser. As its shields are finally down.
The flash kit floating off, satisfied that it has destroyed countless millions in Imperial property.
Looks like the Emperor's children still have both the Ares and the Hunter. They've still got a lot of gun to put into that that big Imperial cruiser.
A lot of the arrows not able to make the hit. The Slaneshi ship, very fast.
Oh god, its afterburners too. It's been able to reposition rather well in order to avoid most of the damage. As it looks like we have an official death on one of the Chaos ships. I believe Spartan was flying the World Eaters.
Yep, he
Carnage
was
class.
knocked out well and truly. The Orc ship comes in for a ram on the Imperial Navy cruiser. Once again, it is still functional. We are just about to have a warp storm. Or not. Okay, we're not actually set up for it. I don't know why we're not,
Not
set up
up
for
for it here on Wiseman's.
that. Yeah, I thought we were. Oh well. Maybe if Wiseman has been evicted from the match, he can get that set up. Nope. No, he cannot get that set up because he's still flying.
It looks like the World Eaters are still flying, so I'm wondering if maybe Spartan moved over to the Death Guard, the Nurgle one, because that one was the most chewed up. Let me see. I'm gonna switch to names here. Yeah, Spartan is in the Death Guard, which is definitely still flying and aiming, even though it's appearing red.
Was Chris.
Dead ship was Chris.
Ah, because it still belongs to Spartan. There are two Spartans on the board, I see.
Yes.
Yeah.
We've got the Tyranids rejoining us here in chat.
Did your best, Tyranids. I was rooting for you the whole time.
Yeah, I was like, guys, we're gonna do this for fun. And then I looked at the map and I saw Chaos, Orcs, and Imperium all heading straight for us. I was like, wow.
Which definitely
So much
was,
for fun.
yeah, not the play, as the Imperium are still easily winning the BP race here.
Yeah.
Although, if you look at it, the remaining Chaos and Orc ships combined make well more than the Imperium, so I think I know what must be done.
It seems to not be the case. Spartan in the World Eaters, chewing on Preston, flying the Orc 1.
I don't know what I expected, as Orcs and Chaos are not necessarily known for their teamwork in each other or their own faction, much less.
There's the Hive ship, cruising on by through the zone. I might just need to manually set up.
Oh, we've got some.
The server does indeed not have the gravity mod.
We've got some nukes coming in on Spartan's Carnage class there, causing a little bit of a grid separation. It's still got lots of guns, but it has taken a lot of damage.
It's just about barely functional. Likely not for a whole lot longer. As the Imperium are the last ones in the zone on overtime.
Technically, that is an Imperial win.
The Imperium have defended this point. However, most of them have died.
What's new, really?
Standard Imperial victory.
As I'm happy to let this carnage play out some more. I think it's gonna go to the Imperium one way or the other.
Yeah. If the Orcs and the Chaos had teamed up on what remained of the Imperium, it would be a different story, but it seems they were not interested.
And I just craved violence.
Serious shout out to this Thousand Suns with the floating pieces using railings. Most of those floating pieces are still intact.
Wild. I can only imagine that the projectiles will actually miss them more often than hit, though. And not that there's anything to target around them either.
Yep. So, there's a agreeable idea. It'll actually last a lot longer.
Armor confirmed.
Space
Railing armor confirmed.
Literal spaced armor.
Indeed, literal space armor.
Arrows flying in. Attempting to impact what remains. The World Eaters. Nope, they have decided to switch target. To the Emperor's Children. Nope, they're gonna miss that too. Typical Orc missiles.
Typical.
Typical.
Oh, we've got nukes coming in on the cruiser, though, looks like.
Eden's Guardian taking one. Right on the tail.
Oh, nope. Yep. Nope. Yep. Nukes coming in.
Looks like they're finally attempting to execute the flash gits. As it spins out of control.
Looks like the only two Chaos ships remaining there are the Slanesh and Zinch, as the aggressive factions have been removed.
Ooh. Emperor's Children taking a series airy shot.
We should have disabled fortification for this match.
Should have.
Yep. That's why we
I'm
said
thinking maybe we just cut all shields off all ships for overtime here.
Yeah, that would be cool as well.
Yep.
I think perhaps, yeah. I'm just gonna say that right now. For all all players still in the match who are tuned into the stream, just turn off your shields. No shields for overtime.
Yeah, let's
Find the
get this over
controller.
with.
Turn it off.
I found the Eden Guardian shield controller. I could make this happen.
Perfect. Do it.
Alright.
No shields.
No shield allowed.
Shields off.
Yeah. The Geller field has failed, unfortunately. Oh, you still had another Geller emitter. How many freaking shield emitters do you have, buddy? Where is your other shield emitter? There it is. Jeez.
I found Orc 2's shield emitter.
Yeah. Just clip it off. All the Geller shields are failing.
Geller shields failing.
Yeah, it's a warp storm coming through. It was supposed to be the grounding
no.
field, but it didn't seem to work out.
That was Velcro.
Looks like the Emperor's Children is out of shields, I think.
Shield off the Thousand Suns.
Yeah.
Looks like Nate has heard us and turned off that big cruiser's shields.
Yeah. Let's expedite the end here. We have gotten an update from Darkstar, who has tracked down some of the cause of the lag, added some
Orc 2's shields going down as well.
bits here and there, so in the next restart we'll have a nice performance boost.
Okay.
Yeah, all shields have been entirely disabled, just in time as a bunch of arrows slam into the Imperial cruiser.
There we go. There's some damage.
Yeah, there we go. None of this namby-pamby fortification.
Oh, that's a lot of railguns coming out of the Thousand Suns into the cruiser there. Those Mammons, if they can get on target, are going to carve some big holes too.
By the way, can we get the Thanos, so whatever they're called, the new assault guns? Can we get them a little bit more like flashy in terms of effects, because they feel kind of dull compared to everything else?
Yeah, we can do something about that.
Talk to Weisman.
Yep.
I think they feel flashy. That's just me.
In the midst of the giant laser light show, they were kind of lost.
Yeah, when I was using them earlier, when everyone fired at me, I sometimes barely even noticed them fire outside of the sound cues, so... Yeah.
Okay, we can't have that many functional ships left now.
Looks like the Imperials just fighting off chaos while some of the errant guns are trying to finish off some of the orcs who look like they are floating.
I think Velcro is still very much intact.
Looks like Wiseman's going for a ram. Oh, swing and a miss. It was bait. The jukes.
Orc 2 down here with no weapons and hardly anything left. I'm going to delete.
Yeah, clear this up off the field. Wipe this meme from the face of the earth.
Looks like Tysel, wherever he's at, also has no weapons. I'm coming for you.
ISL should be Flash Giz.
Yeah, there he is. Bop.
Hopes deleted.
Oh, and the Imperial cruiser is oh no, one forward thruster is still active.
There is one weapon left remaining on Preston's Orc 1. And it's the arrow launcher, so that's important. Oh, as Eden's Guardian comes in for a ram.
have a damage fall-off?
No.
They do not. There's some Thanatos shots. Big macro cannon hits on the Thousand Suns.
Thousand Suns losing a lot of its active thrust, as it takes a huge Ares hit, jostling it out of position.
Also nearly
That-
completely stripped of weapons.
That top
Guns
pyramid is still attached.
It has some weapons left, some railguns, but they look pretty damaged. I think he's just going for gun runs with a ram. That hive ship is still floating around.
He is going for a run.
Oh, the orcs are trying to pull the Thousand Suns out of position, but is he gonna make it? And
Oh, he's
perfect!
gonna make it. Oh, what a hit.
Damn near dead center as Ares shot twirls him off target. Doesn't care. He's doing his best. He's trying to scrape into the cruiser. Oh. Some minor warp action going on.
That's 2 Thanatos down on the cruiser with that run.
Uh-oh. I'm not sure if the Thanatos can miss
no.
at this range.
I doubt it.
That'll be some big damage.
Oh.
Oh!
Ram right
Straight
back in the
into
rear.
backside.
Now that he's finally got his teeth into him, Wiseman doesn't want to let him go. Everybody's just clicking on what remains.
Else to do anything. He has no guns left, so
Yep.
interesting question is what is Spartan doing? Why isn't he?
Let's see.
Where is he?
Looks like he's in command of the Slaneshi ship, which has
There he is.
not taken a whole heck of a lot of damage, actually.
It looks mostly intact. It's still got both its fixed guns, but it's drifting for some reason.
Oh, the pilot just changed. Now it's a
Oh,
tumor.
no, it's back to Tumor. Oh, nope. We're back in action.
There we go.
Maybe we got a disconnect or something like that.
Or simply welding something. It's still got the Ares. The Hunter is gone, but it's still got an Ares. And a
Oh.
lot of battleship cannons. There's an Ares shot.
He's firing the Ares and then going out to repair something, then getting back in. That's what's been happening this whole time.
Interesting, interesting.
Nate reports he's almost out of power in that big boy.
Oh, here comes Wiseman again. Oh, he gets stopped dead by something.
He wants to get all that
Oh.
power. Yeah, his internal buster blocks compartment got nothing left inside of it, really. Where even was all the power on this?
I think it was in the rear. Oh, here's the Dauntless. The next victim of a big ram. Right into its ramming
here it
crowd.
comes.
Insulting.
Oh. Oh, we've got some nukes coming for the cruiser. Oh no. Oh, he catches them on the prow. That's smart.
It kind of looks like a sad clown face.
Wiseman putting in work with his rams.
Oh, big ram from the Dauntless onto the emasculator there.
Who's ramming who at this point?
I can't tell.
Is,
Wiseman is completely out of guns, so he's just going around using his ship as a kinetic warhead, as God intended.
is stuff still recording?
Yep. Figure we can
That
probably
Dauntless still has guns.
call this to a close here pretty fast.
Yep.
I'm gonna claim Imperial victory because I'm biased, and also they technically won via cap out.
And also they have more battle points left. This is an Imperial victory. For
Yeah.
sure.
Valkyrie
The plot
is
armor-
both.
The plot armor helped both in their enemies all fighting each other, and they started with more.
Yeah, that helped a lot.
Why
It's-
is them coming back in on a ram on the Imperial cruiser? Or no? Who's he going for? Oh,
Much like every Imperial victory, we are claiming victory as we limp from the field with almost 90% casualties and the enemy control the previous space that we were in
why
before.
is one going for Eden